So, good afternoon, everybody. Well, there's no one here yet, so we'll see what's going on. Get a bit of reflection. We have one person in. Thomas. Hello, Thomas. How are you? Just checking. Can you tell me, Thomas, whether you can hear me okay? Thomas, please tell me. Can you hear me? Am I working? Loud and clear. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. My lights weren't moving on my microphone, so I just wondered. That's fine. Thank you. Okay, another few people in. Thank you. Just a random kind of chat in the garden where the sun is shining. And I'll wait for my Tesco delivery in a bit. So what's going on with everybody? Some drama going on out there in the world, isn't there? Oh my God. How much drama in the last 24, 48 hours or whatever. So tell me, guys, the OC Higgins channel, is that a wind up as like the Palm and Andy channel that was a few months ago, or is it actually happening? Any reaction? Okay. Oh, well, I'll just call Annie anyhow. Sorry, my screen is really got too much glare. Hello, Annie. I'm fine, thank you. Yes, please tell me. Is the Palm and Andy, not the Palm and Andy, the OC and Higgins channel actually happening? That's the rumours. The other day I found out. I don't know whether somebody just created a bum channel like they did with the Palm and Andy as a wind up. Be interesting if it happens. It'd be interesting to see what Timmy thinks of it. Come on, Thomas, you've got your ear to the ground, mate. You'll know. Is that happening? So, wait for a few more people to come in, if any more people are going to actually come in. Mental Jock. Hello, Mental Jock. Lots of nice faces there. Is that regarding? Yes, I think that the Higgins and Ochin channel. Oh, right, okay. I didn't know because, as you know, the Palm and Andy channel was made up a few months ago. So I didn't know that. That's why I've seen the. I mean, I've seen the channel. I've seen the background and everything, the picture and everything. But anyone can make one of those. So yeah. Okay, interesting. Valencia 777. Afternoon, John. Hello. Good afternoon. No, we're just chilling on a Sunday afternoon here. Dogs are chilling because I had a day out yesterday with some friends who've got a couple of dogs, and these two loons went running around for the afternoon with the other ones playing. And last night they were just flat out, so they're just not doing much today. So just sitting in the garden and decided to go live and see what's going on. Yes, Mental Jock, I'm doing fine, thank you very much. Yes. See who else? Got 8 people. Well, I can always re-watch it, can't I? So I got myself a new watch the other day. It's the smaller version. So as you know, I'm into watches like military type watches and things with a bit of a backstory behind it. So that is the Bolivar Lunar Pilot. Now, I've had the larger version for about 2 or 3 years, the 45 mil. But one, it was quite a chunky mother. I mean, I can take big watches. I've got a lot bigger watches than that. I've got 55 mil G-Shocks. But what always bugged me and bugged a lot of Bolivar owners was it wasn't true to size to the watch that was used by David Scott. So the backstory, in case anybody doesn't know, I'm just going to pull the shit out of you again like I usually do. David Scott on Apollo 15 wore a Omega Speedmaster as per NASA specification, and on his second moonwalk, or was it spacewalk, the crystal popped out. So he took out of his bag his Bolivar, which was the one and only watch that had been given to him by Bolivar when it failed the tests and didn't win the contract, the NASA contract over Omega. So he asked if he could use it, and he used it, and it did a few more spacewalks, did moonwalks, it did the landing and everything. He then put it in his drawer and forgot about it. And then in 2015, he took it out of his drawer and auctioned it and got $1.3 million for it. So Bolivar then, well, hello. Oh, that's that. What they then, of course, worked out what was going on, and they produced the Lunar Pilot, but so they made it in 45 mil. And loads of Bolivar people, loads of Bolivar fans said, look, make it smaller. One, it's too big. But two, we want it true to size of the original Bolivar Moonwatch. So they made it 43.5 mil. Which you always think a mil and a half, but it's these corners when you compare it with the original. I've sold the original now, but it is definitely smaller. It's a great watch because you know the backstory of it, and it's got written on the back about Apollo 15. And the story I like, the thing that really makes me laugh is that when they produce the watch and they put it on the website and they put a bit of film of David Scott in his spacesuit walking around and a bit of audio footage of David Scott talking on the comms, David Scott decided to sue Bolivar for not asking his permission to use his voice clips. I mean, they'd give him a watch for free and he got $1.5 million for it, but he still sues Bolivar for not getting permission, and he won, apparently. That's quite funny. So they had to take the website down with all the video footage on it, which I thought was quite funny. A CWC watch strap review brought me here to this channel. Sympathy for the bezel. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for that. Yeah, as everybody knows, and people take the piss, I do like my NATO straps. That's just it. I like military watches, as me and Thomas do. So, yeah, CWC NATO strap is pretty good. As is the watch. What else is going on? Anybody else bought a new watch? Anyone got a new watch on the horizon? So yeah, there's a fact. It said there's a few new faces there. Mental Jock. I don't recall seeing you before, mate. Nice to have you here. Also, Valencia 777 as well. Unless you are previous channels that have changed your names, it's nice to have a few new faces in. I will be getting back to doing my live streams at some point soon probably on a Tuesday night at least at 9 o'clock UK time, like I used to, and maybe throw in a Thursday as well. We'll see. Yeah, doing all right. What's everybody else up to? Come on, guys, engage. Talk to me. First time you live, mate. I'm around the Crazy Watch channel. Cool, excellent, good to have you. As everybody knows me, I don't tend to get involved with the drama. People tend to hit on me with drama. Long story, but I just go where I want, when I want, different channels, and talk about watches. That's all I want to do. Hello, Memovox. John and Co. Yes, Co. Either side of me down here. Get Ronnie down here, Reggie down here. Get a few more people in, then I'll bring them up. We dropped one person, obviously. Okay, never mind. Thanks for popping in anyhow, whoever it was. Dis, good afternoon, sir. Hope you're well. So, anyone else actually watched the drama the other night? I think you know without me referring to what it's about. If you don't, it's gonna cost you something like $100 to see it. Or whatever, I don't know. What's the top on the Pinkhead Grifters channel? What's the top tier for membership? It's like $100 a month or something, because that's what. Apparently, that's where you can see the said video. Great, eh? You think if he respected the person concerned, then he would just get rid of the video completely, just delete it. But no, tell you what, let's get people coined in, paying the top tier money to see it, because there will be people who just cannot stay away, who haven't seen it, who will pay that $100 or whatever it is to see it, and they may cancel it afterwards, but they'll pay it just to go and see the video. And like the enterprising person that he is, he'll just do that. Okay, I just missed out on an IWC Mark 4 off eBay a couple of days ago. It's for sale in Brisbane, Australia. It had the wrong case back, so it went for cheaper than usual. It went for 3,600, normally 7,500. Thomas, fucking, do you know how much your pants would get pulled down for importing that? Even for 3,000, imagine you pay 3,600. Shit, man. I'm sure you'd be paying. I'm sure you'd be paying $1,000. Yeah, I'm sure you. I can't remember what the fees are, because when I sold the FXD, I didn't sell it on eBay on the end. I did it privately, but I think the figures on the FXD were, I think about what it would have cost me was about 800 quid. That's the eBay fee. That's the eBay fees in the UK to UK. So the eBay fees on 3,600 plus import duty fees that the government would get you on. I bet you it would have been $1,000, $1,500. I don't know if you're obviously aware of that, but okay. So normally $7,500, 3,600. Yeah, I know what you mean. Still worth getting, I suppose. Especially if you wanted to flip it, but I suppose you wanted to keep it. So yeah, all good. And this says Grifter monetizes anything, no values. Oh, absolutely. I just appalling. They're supposed to be friends, but he will keep that video up on the highest tier, hoping that it'll get a couple of £100 in for people to watch it. He should just delete it. Just, just unbelievable. Because if somebody, if the said person reports him puts in a complaint, it's still up there. He's still foul of their standards. He probably just knows that anyhow. Right. Anybody else buying any watches or anything? What's everybody wearing, by the way? I've got me 1861 Speedy on it's a kizzy strap. So basically, that's the people who make it. So it's very similar to the take this off and show it you. It's very, very similar to the NASA straps. It's made to the same spec. So it's very comfy, Velcro. There's a couple of ways you can thread it. You can thread it as a one piece straight across the back, but obviously it makes it sit up a bit. You thread it across the back, it obviously puts a bit of layer on the bottom. Or you can thread it through this way, and then thread it through this way, and then put the strap round here, and it's super comfy and super adjustable, infinitely adjustable. It's pretty good. Manvox says, is there an engraving on the original Mark IV? Jamie, hey Tickers, have you thought about getting a pocket watch? Well, I've got a pocket watch which Thomas gave me, which I need to get the crystal fixed on it, Smith's one, and I have got a pocket watch from a bit newer. I can't remember what make it is actually. I have got a pocket watch. I would like something like a real fancy hunter caged one, something like that. Obviously, Patrick knows all about them, so I talk to him occasionally about them. And I do like the ones that Patrick gets sorted, where he actually gets a pocket watch and gets it made into a wristwatch. That's very clever doing that. That's pretty super clever. IWC Mark 11. They were issued to the British military from 1949, 50, 50, 51, 52. Oh, right. Wow. Didn't realise it was one of them. Crikey. And the $7,500, are they? Excellent. Wow. Jaden Karim, hello. How you doing? We're doing fine, thank you. Yes, we're good. We're doing good, thank you. I didn't realise I'm not up. Do you know what, Thomas? I know kind of in military stuff, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, that, and I know the Dirty Dozen stuff, the 40s, but I'm a bit sketchy on the on that year, the 49, 50, 51, 52. That sound. What size was it, Thomas? I'm guessing it was a 38 or something. It won't be anything big, will it? Do you think UK will print new money with Prince Charles' face on it? Do you know what? They may do, but money, 36 mil, thanks, Thomas. Do you think the UK will print money with Prince Charles's face on it? I don't. Jamie Opland said the Royal Mint has only started. But I can't see. I know it sounds daft, but money just a thing of the past now. I mean, I had a tenner in my wallet the other day for the first time in like 2 or 3 years. Last week, someone gave us a tenner for something, and it was spent last night on a kebab with some friends. So I've got £5 in my wallet now, and that's about it. I hardly use money with anything. Everything is, when I go out and get fuel, I just use my phone to pay for it. It's so easy. I don't spend any. I don't spend anything with money now at all. Hardly anything. So yeah, it's a thing of the past. I think in 10 years' time, money will. There won't be I think cash machines. There won't be a lot of cash machines around. There won't be a lot of money going on. Okay, Manvox says, okay, vintage MOD issue number. I was thinking about one of their reissues. Yeah, it sounds really nice, that the IWC Mark II. Yeah, wow. Jamie, what's on your radar? Have you got anything to? You've got shitloads of money. Are you buying anything? Do you guys still use the cash in daily life? No, Jane. As I've said, I don't use cash now. I just use digital. I haven't used. So I paid for a tenner last night for a kebab. First time I've paid for anything with cash. in about 2 or 3 years. Just don't use cash at all. Just use. Jamie, why aren't you buying anything? What's going on, mate? Well, what's going on? Have you given up on watches or something, Jamie? What's happening? Is it just is it now? You've got your fancy one and that's it done. Jaden, what service is available in the UK for digital payment? Apple Pay. Yeah, you can use. Where are you, Jaden? Whereabouts are you? Yeah, Apple Pay is what we use, or we still got Switch stuff or something. You just get your card and you just touch it, and the bank guarantees it's 100 quid or something. Did you get the house sauce on the kebab? That's my favourite. No, I'm a bit of a wuss when it comes to fucking sauces and stuff. I got meat and chips with mayonnaise. And it was lovely. I haven't had a kebab for years actually. I used to go for Chinese, but my friends said we're having a kebab, so yeah, let's have it. Yeah, really nice. Oh, Jaden says you're based in Shanghai. Oh, okay. Cheers, Jaden. So, Jamie, you're focused on investing in stocks at the minute. Okay. Wow. Looking at retiring early, are you? Meat and chips with garlic sauce, eh? Right. Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm just looking where the two fuckeries are. My two dogs. I say that, I call them fuckeries because that's what they do. The mixture between eat, sleep, and fuck about, generally. As in, when they're together, you just don't know what they're going to getting up to. Yes, you. I'm talking, looking at you, and you behind me as well, wherever you are. Yeah, Jamie, you should retire. Hello, Ian. How you doing, mate? Yeah, Jamie should have retired years ago. What are you playing at, Jamie? I said, I mean, I could have taken retirement if I wanted. I'm at the age, but I quite enjoy. I like my job actually. I like it better now. I've changed. Yeah, I enjoy it. Working from home, spend time with the dogs, and still work. All good. So we've got a standoff at the moment. We've got Reggie over there, just staring at Ronnie over there, just staring at each other. I don't know whether they're going to start zoomies or something like that. I don't know what's happening. Don't know what they're doing. It's quite funny. I'll get them up in a minute. I'll get the dogs up. You want to see them? I don't know if you want to see them. Ronnie, come here. Ronnie, come here. For fuck's sake. Oh, Reggie's here now, isn't it? Right, Ron. Now, pecking order. Ronnie, you're eating some twigs or something. No, I'll get Reggie up first. Then Ronnie, stuff you. Here's Reggie. Oh, my headphones are falling off. There's Reggie. Hello, Reggie boy. There's Reggie. Put the camera down so you can see him. There's the boy. There's the boy. There he is. It's Reggie. Okay, Ronnie. Come on, Ronnie. Ronnie, come on. No, Reggie. Come on, Ronnie. Come on. Come on, boy. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on, big boy. No, he's heavier. Even though they are brothers, this one, he's definitely bigger and heavier. Because I got him first. I had him 9 weeks when I got Reggie. And Reggie wasn't looked after particularly well. He wasn't mistreated, but Reggie was owned by a couple of millionaires, and he gave him an acre field to play with. I didn't give him decent food. I don't think they just had him because they could. So since I've had him 4 weeks now, Reggie, I built him up with decent food and everything. So he's getting a bit bigger. Not as big as this boy, eh? Hey. Me and Greggy boy are brothers, can you tell? These two are as unlike as you and Greggy boy are as brothers. There you are, big boy. Hey, big boy. Wait to the viewers. Wait to the viewers. Good boy. Go on, boy. Go on, boy. Yes. Do you walk both at the same time, one lead hand bowling down the street saying, let's have it, son? I've got one of them leads which split to two. So I've got one lead and it splits to two rings and it goes on. So I've got one lead with two things, and yeah, as long as they walk together side by side, it's pretty good. But yeah, I love them. Tell you, they're just so much fun. They are so much fun. Just incredible. Yeah, let's have it, son. Yeah. The firm. So those who don't know, yeah, one's Reggie and one's called Ronnie. That's the named after the Cray twins. Just because they got them from Essex. Not that the Crays were from Essex, were from South London, I think, but you know, gangster type of thing. So I thought it suits them well. And they love each other, and they play hard. They play proper hard. If anyone's seen Frenchies fight, you think they're having a proper fight. They bite each other and everything, but they're only playing. Good fun, mate. Missed you. Yeah, sorry, Jamie. Yeah. Say, Jamie, when are you coming to Kent again? I know you came, you saw me a couple of years ago. I'll bring the twins with me if you come in. Have you ever, you know, when you come over to UK, so you can meet up again? I'll bring the boys with me. They love meeting people. I said, I wish I could have made it to BQ with them, because it would have been quite nice for them to see people. But there you go. So what else is happening? Talk to me, guys. Give me some goss. I haven't got anything else watch wise on my radar, but I didn't have the new Lunar Pilot, did I? Like when we spoke 2 weeks ago, I didn't have that on my radar, and then it suddenly decides, sod it, get it. That's the way it happens. Coming the start of August, 3 weeks. Oh, brilliant! Yes, mate, excellent. Get something sorted. Yes. Yeah, if you've got to hire a car, come down here and come do a stream in the garden, mate. Come and see the twins. Be great. Yeah, definitely give us a shout. Absolutely. Brilliant. 3 weeks. Yeah, so watch wise, I said I still want Man of No Time to Die, but I said they're a bit expensive. I still want Man of Panerai. Quite like Panerais. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. Yes, yeah, I spoke to them both last week, Thomas, Palmer and Andy. Yeah, I spoke to them both last week. They're doing fine. They're doing absolutely fine. Yeah, because I bought that off Andy's mate. He's still got the box. Andy's still got the box. You know, he's got the big Moonwatch box. I couldn't really bring that back with me when I went over to Spain, so he's going to get it sent over to me some point. The box. I bought everything back. I bought the loot back, and I bought the books back. And the straps and everything, but he's still got the big box with the strap changing tool. So he's going to get it sent. He's going to get it sent over at some point to me. Hopefully, customs will just see it as an empty box. There's no watch there, so they won't slap me arse on custom charges or anything. Yeah, but those two are doing fine. Yes, I need to get back on the horse, as you say, on a and get live streaming again and look what's going on in the watch world with all the monochrome watches and Hodinkee and all the new watch stuff that's going out. Yeah, I'll be back. The reason I'm holding off, I said, just get these two get a bit older, so they're not going to go loopy loo when I'm streaming. They seem all right, actually. It's definitely easier having two because they just play with themselves. If I had just Ronnie, then I could be sitting there streaming and he'd want attention. But those two just loon about themselves, so that's fine. Much easier. Right, I might wrap it up in a minute, guys. There doesn't seem much going on. We've got 10 people in. Thank you. Oh, 11 people in now. Hello, whoever's just come and joined me. Thoughts on the new Omega colours? I like the darker gradients. Yeah, okay. So I found something interesting. Adrian pointed out from Bark and Jack, which I didn't realise. When you put all the models together, from the Aquaterra down to the Ultra Deep, and you put them in their depth rating, the blues go darker. So the Aquaterra is 150 meters, light blue. The Ultra Deep is what, 12,000 meters, is it? And that's dark, dark, dark blue. And it goes gradients down in between, which I think is quite good. I didn't realize that. Well, that's quite clever. I happen to like the Planet Ocean, the smaller Planet Ocean. I quite like that. I don't like the Seamaster. I think that my James Bond, I call it James Bond. It's not got all the 007 and all that stuff on the tips and all that. I don't want all that. But my Pierce Brosnan 2003 automatic Seamaster 300. I think that's the best out of them. Instagram, Walks and Watches, Afternoon Tickers. Good afternoon. How you doing? Yeah, so I think my Seamaster 300, the 2003 one, is better than the new one. What gets me about the newer models and the previous one is I think the waves on the dial are the two in your face to me. The back top, they're not as in your face on the model I've got. So that's why I think about it. I like the Pro Plough as well. I like the new one because it's slightly smaller. It's similar to the 1971. So I quite like that. I've got some. Well, okay. What do you think of the new Tudor FXT, John? I know you're an FXT fan. Do you like the fact that right? Okay, nice one, Thomas. I knew I was going to talk about that before you mentioned. Yeah, I had a load of things in my head to talk about, and it just disappeared as soon as I went live. Yes. Okay. As you know, I had an FXD. I sold it. The only reason I sold an FXD is because I wanted a Moonwatch, and I couldn't afford. I think I'd probably bite the bullet and buy an FXD again if I had the money right now about. You know what I mean? Because I still like the FXD. I haven't fallen out with it. I wanted a Moonwatch. I've always wanted a Moonwatch. I like the Moonwatch. So I'd probably get an FXD. I mean, you can still get a 21 FXD for under £5,000. I know it's more than what it was brand new, but I paid more than brand new for it. I got a good deal off Spencer, but I still paid more than what it was brand new at the time. And you can still get 21 FXDs. Now, I know, of course, I'd buy another one if I could. But to Thomas's question, I think it's a cop out. You see, I like the FX. If I had still had an FXD, I'd actually be pissed now because I think the FXD was obviously it was made made for the Marine Nationale. even though it wasn't the exact model the Marine Nationale actually used, the Marine Nationale used the line dial one, where this is the 4-line dial one. And apparently, I read today that the 2-line dial ones are trading hands for 40k. That's yeah, trading because you can't, obviously, unless you were in the Marine Nationale, you can't get one, and they're trading for 40k. So if I still had the FXD, when I had it, I was quite chuffed that yes, it was designed for the Marine Nationale, and now they've just made this, and you know, it's virtually the same, isn't it? They've got the same bezel on with the same markings on, with the same serration on. They've got the fixed lugs. It's still the same. I just feel that it's not as special because they've messed about with it. FX21 or go home. Yeah, I know, Jamie. So yeah, I think if I still had it, I'd be annoyed now because the fact is they've kept it just like an FXD, but then changed the colour of it and put loads of markings on it. I think they should have taken the fixed lugs off and thought, okay, why do the sailors need the fixed lugs? They should have just put spring bars on it, or they should have changed the bezel and put the normal bezel on, because those markings on the bezel was for a specific use for the divers. Well, these guys in these boats aren't going to be diving like like the Marine Nationale are, so they don't need the markings on the bezel, but still got them. They don't need the big serration, which is for like using military gloves to turn. They don't need that, but they've got it. So to me, I just think, yeah, I just think it's a cop out, and the FXD, even though I love the watch, as I said, it's not as special anymore because they've kept all the things on it that made it special because it was a military inspired watch. I said that straight away. I messaged ID guy and told him on because ID guy did a good review on it because he likes it. He likes the FXD. He's got one. Jamie, Tickers Man, you inspired influenced so many FXD buyers. Really? Honest, I don't really know anybody who actually bought an FXD because I rattled on about it constantly on my channel for 12 months. Really? I don't know. Seriously, Jamie, if you know anybody actually bought an FXD due to me going on about it, let me know. I didn't think I did. I'd be chuffed if I did, but I didn't think I did. Yeah, it's a good watch. I said I do. It's not regrets. I still love that, and I want them. You know, if I had loads of money, I'd have both. So I would have an FXD bat and No Time to Die as well. I love the No Time to Die on the bracelet. So that's the way it goes. We can't have all the watches we want and have 20 odd guitars and 2 dogs and everything that goes with the 2 dogs. You know what I mean? The life would be boring. I mean, I could sell all my guitars. Can't sell a dog. It's illegal to sell dogs over here. Not a lot that want to sell the dogs anyhow, but I could sell everything I owned and then end up with an FXD or a No Time to Die. But no, I like the other stuff in life as well. So there we have it. So I still like this. I said I like that as well, which I got the other day. Great watch. So now I own 2 moon watches. That one and the other moon watch. And one's purely mechanical, and one is high frequency quartz. So they're absolutely poles apart on movements, as probably as poles apart as you get them, because that's 260,000 beats a second or something, super high frequency, and that's kind of hand wind only. But yeah, these are great watches. I mean, anybody said they're not waterproof. Okay, you can't go diving in them, but they're 50 meters water resistant. I'm sure if you took a shower in it and didn't press the buttons or anything or pull the crown out, I'm sure you would get away with it. What else is happening in the world? Anything? Sorry, I'm just wondering what he's up to. Found a stick in the garden somewhere. Right, guys. Unless we've got anything major to talk about, I think we've covered basic and the exciting new watches. Well, exciting to some people, and we've covered the we've touched on the drama. Oh, what else did I hear the other day? Perhaps someone can enlighten me. Is O'Sheen and Nico? Is Nico suing O'Sheen or something? I heard. Is that what I heard? What for? What's he actually suing him for? What's his angle? Oh, Ian said, "Yep." Thanks, Ian. What's his angle, dude? What's actually happening? What's his? Oh, we know it's. Is it all this? I don't know. Is it for him? Yeah. What's it about? Sorry, I don't know. Is it this watch thing a few years ago? What's his angle? Please tell all. Best not say or get involved. Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you. It was just public knowledge, so I just want to touch on it. That was all. What are your favourite microbands, not including Christopher Ward because they're too big now? I saw a lot of Spencer's show, Isotope, Studio Underdog, Out of Order, Elliot Brown, Old Beal. Right. Do you know what? I still don't know what is classed as a micro brand and when a micro brand doesn't become a micro brand anymore. No, Jamie, if you actually, if you, I'm not going to put that link in. Don't be daft. I think obviously you're taking the piss. I'm in a link. We're not on StreamYard, so you're obviously taking the piss. But there's no links coming for anyone. Right. Okay. Micro brands. If Elliot Brown is definitely a micro brand, my favourite definitely Elliot Brown because of the SBS thing. As you know, they do supply the special boats, a certain subsection of the special boat service use one of their watches, which of course I have, and the other lots of special boat service use the CWC. And what I like about it, CWC shout from the top of the mountains and advertise it on their website about supplying them. And Elliot Brown just do it all completely under the radar. You know, I had to squeeze it out of them. The fact is, they did supply the SBS, and I didn't break any rules because it was on another website anyhow. It was on a military forum that I go on that they are issued to. That's where I found out about the watch on the military watch forum, and they are actually Elliot Brown do supply a certain section of the special boat service, and their watch is virtually the same as what you can buy, apart from the markings on the crown is different, but the whole specification of the watch is the same. So yeah, I'd say out of all that lot, I do like Elliot Brown. I like Studio Underdog. I like I like the fact it's a one-man band basically. So yeah, Studio Underdog are good. Dodger, hello John, and all the superstars in the chat. Hello Dodger. Studio Dog won a lot of fans recently for their conduct with the latest launch, giving everyone a chance to buy during a buying window. Junior Johnson, hello from Michigan. Hello, Junior. Oh, do we stay on a bit? We've got 19 people now. I always feel guilty that I say I'm going to go. We get, it goes up to like 19 or 20, and then suddenly I say, right, I'm going to go now, and then they've only just arrived. Yeah, but that's a good, interesting question. When a microbrand doesn't become a microbrand anymore, what concept? I mean, we had the guy who wrote the microbrand book on the channel last year, and it was a hard question to answer. What constitutes a microbrand? Is it the amount of watches they produce per year? Is it the amount of staff they have? Is it the amount of watches that they turn over? What, does it, when it hits that a certain threshold? No, I'm not using StreamYard. I'm not, because I didn't plan on having anybody else. I'm just using. I've gone straight live on YouTube. I'm not using StreamYard. So, if you were asking for the link, I'm sorry, there isn't a link to have because I'm not using StreamYard. I've gone straight live from YouTube Studio because I wasn't planning on having guests. I'm just doing a rambling chat. Jamie, just be straight with me. Were you actually joking, or was Nico wanting to come on? Just let me know in the chat. If FP Jones does 1,000 watches in a year, are they still a microbrand? Imagine how many Christopher Wards are pumped out in comparison. All right, joking. Thanks, Jamie. Yeah, I don't think. I don't know. I don't think Nico watched my little channel somehow. Yeah, as I said, a good question, Jamie, but I don't know what the threshold is. I don't know whether it's the amount of watches that you make a year over a certain amount that becomes a micro brand, or whether it's the amount of staff or whatever. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Is microbrand by sales volume figures, pounds, or numbers of units out? Correct, Jamie. So if anyone actually knows for sure what the criteria is of a microbrand, please let me know. It's an interesting thing. I mean, Elliot Brown, I don't know how many people work at the factory. So I don't know whether you can constitute them as a microbrand or not. But they weren't on my radar until I found them I found out on the military forum about them. And I quite like it because, okay, it hasn't got fixed lugs, but it's got a big screw pin that fastens the strap. And the reason that's good is because you can then put other straps on it. You can take the strap off, put the pin back in, and you can run a NATO through it. So it's as good as fixed lugs. And obviously, it passed the criteria to be used issued as a military watch, which is pretty good. Jamie, Elliot Brown had a lovely woman at the BQ show. She represented the brand very well. Okay, interesting. I don't remember seeing her at the watch show I went to where we saw them. I remember it's a bit hazy. I've currently got my dog licking the wall. Oh, he's licking the wall. One of the dogs. He's licking the wall. I don't know. Never mind. Very special. Oh dear. Yeah, it's a bit breezy today here. It keeps going hot and cold. It's kind of sun goes in, it gets a bit chilly. Then it comes out again and it's quite warm. Do with a thunderstorm. It gets a bit muggy at night. Do with a proper thunderstorm. Right. Any more? Anyone want to ask a question or discuss anything at all? It's not just a watch chat, it's a general discussion chat. But I won't be getting into any controversial subjects. Don't get much drama on this play, I hear. Oh, thumbs up have gone to 9. As I said, we don't get much drama. Thank you very much. Yeah, please upvote. Apparently, it helps the algorithms. Right, we've been on 50 minutes, which that's flown. I'm gonna have a few pints. Yeah, go for it, Ian. Your few pints is probably about 16, isn't it? That's a few for you. Yeah. Yeah. I've got my Tesco's delivery rocking up soon. That's how exciting my afternoon is. No, man, I had a good day yesterday. So I was out with the dogs and some friends all yesterday afternoon. We walked a few miles and the dogs aired about. So they're all flat out, really. They're a bit tired. Uh, 16 at barbecue event and an amazing Vindaloo. Oh, right. What's 16 pints, was it? Jesus. How much on my arse would I be with a lot less than 16 pints? Trust me. Right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Listen, thanks for joining me. I didn't give any heads up. I just sat in the garden catching up with stuff, and I thought we'll go live and see how my friends are doing. Do you know when Palm and Andy are going to launch their wristwatch patch? No idea, guy. No idea. You need to direct that to them, mate. I have no idea. No, I don't. I didn't ask them when. Not yet. I don't know. I do not know when they're going to launch it. Hopefully, go live next couple of weeks. I'm gonna look out for it. It'll be a Tuesday night. So probably 9 o'clock on a Tuesday, like we used to do. Hopefully, Ian will be there modding as normal, which is really good. Thank you, Ian, for all the help and everything. Right, guys, I'll love you and leave you. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I will see you very soon. Thanks, everybody.